All right, so we're going to do a deep dive today on something pretty wild.
Yeah.
So picture this right now.
Oh,
You're at Madison Square Garden.
okay.
It's a Knicks Heat game.
Big game.
Huge game. The energy is absolutely electric,
Love it.
and the game is coming down to the wire.
Oh, wow.
Then, out of nowhere, comedian Tracy Morgan,
Okay.
huge Knicks fan,
Oh, yeah.
starts experiencing what looks like some sort of health crisis
Oh, no.
right there courtside.
No, wow.
Can you imagine being there?
I mean, yeah, that's got to be pretty scary.
And so that's what we're going to talk about today.
Okay, cool.
We're going way beyond just like the typical news blurbs,
Mm-hmm.
and we're really going to dig into what eyewitness accounts are saying,
Interesting.
what fans saw, what their reaction was.
Yeah.
We're trying to really paint a picture of what went down at the Garden.
Gotcha.
And this is a particularly concerning situation because we know Tracy Morgan has a history of some pretty serious health challenges.
Right. I mean, you can't forget that kidney transplant he had back in 2010.
Right.
And, of course, that horrific car accident back in 2014.
Yeah, it's just impossible to forget.
Yeah.
And it all just kind of adds another layer of worry to this whole thing.
Absolutely. It's scary.
And the eyewitness accounts we've got are actually pretty intense.
Really?
So think about this, right? It's the third quarter,
Okay.
just a few minutes left on the clock.
Mm-hmm.
And suddenly people start noticing that Morgan seems really distressed,
Oh, wow.
like visibly distressed.
Yeah.
There were reports of like vomiting,
Oh, gosh.
even a nosebleed.
Oh, no.
Apparently they actually had to delay the game for 10 minutes
Wow.
while medics were like attending to him.
That's a long time, too.
Yeah, like a long time. It must have been just surreal to be there.
Oh, totally. I can't imagine.
And it's like you said, his medical history definitely complicates things.
Yeah, for sure.
We know diabetes can be incredibly unpredictable.
Mm-hmm.
And then for someone who's also managing a kidney transplant, like a sudden drop in blood sugar
Yeah.
during a high stress situation like that,
Oh, absolutely.
like a nail biter game,
Yeah.
could totally trigger a whole cascade of symptoms.
Oh, yeah.
Like dizziness,
Mm-hmm.
nausea,
Yeah.
confusion.
Ugh, scary.
And then you factor in the lingering effects of like his previous injuries.
Right.
It's a lot.
It's a lot to deal with.
I read that Knicks forward Josh Hart
Okay.
made a statement afterward.
Oh, yeah.
And he said, and I quote,
Okay.
"We hope everything is good with Tracy Morgan.
Mm-hmm.
He's an avid lifetime Knicks fan.
Mm-hmm.
And our thoughts and prayers are with him."
Oh.
And it wasn't just like a generic get well message.
Yeah.
I felt really genuine.
Right. It seems like you really meant it.
And I think that just speaks volumes about the level of concern
Yeah.
among athletes,
Mm-hmm.
especially when they've witnessed firsthand
Right.
how debilitating these kinds of health issues can be.
Absolutely.
It's a reminder that, like, behind the fame, there's a real person facing very real challenges.
For sure.
Yeah. And speaking of challenges,
Okay.
it's interesting that there hasn't been like a clear explanation
Yeah.
for what actually caused this whole episode. Of course,
Yeah.
we don't want to speculate,
Of course.
but it does raise some questions.
Yeah.
Could this be related to his past health struggle?
Possibly.
Or is it something totally new?
Right.
Could the intensity of the game have like triggered something?
Yeah. I mean, who knows?
It's a real mystery, right?
Total mystery. It's like we're left kind of hanging,
Right.
wondering what happened, how he's doing.
Totally a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
We see these celebrities,
Oh.
these larger than life figures,
Mm.
and then
Yeah.
suddenly
Yeah.
we're confronted with their fragility.
The humanity.
It's a good reminder that we're all human
Absolutely.
and none of us are invincible.
It's so true.
Yeah, in a world obsessed with celebrity,
Mm-hmm.
these moments force us to acknowledge their humanity.
Yeah.
They face the same health struggles
That's true.
as the rest of us.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully it prompts some empathy and understanding.
Totally.
As of right now, we're all still in the dark,
Yeah.
waiting for updates. But I think we can all agree
I think so.
that we're hoping for a full and speedy recovery for Tracy Morgan.
Absolutely.
It's a good reminder that even amidst the excitement of a basketball game,
Yeah,
life can throw some unexpected curveballs.
for sure.
And it makes you think about how we react
Mm-hmm.
when someone we admire shows such vulnerability.
That's a great point to leave it on.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining me for the deep dive today,
My pleasure.
and we'll see you next time.